So I hope everybody's ready. So for this game, we use SDA timing, so that's what I'm gonna do. Hey, Josh! Hello. Oh man, Josh is here. Josh, Red Ninja Josh in the chat is the person who introduced me to this game. So I hope I'm gonna be okay. And start. Alright, I did start my timer. Alright, I'm gonna try a pretty difficult skip here. Ah, I did not get the second job, that's okay. I basically managed to glitch through the door by boosting myself with a high-speed boost from bouncing on an enemy, and here I'm doing it again. That gives you even greater speed than what you can achieve just by using running down slopes. But it goes away really quickly, so that's why I need to jump constantly to retain my speed. This game, well, most of this game is about optimization of speed conservation. And so you use slopes to speed yourself up. There is no run button in this game, so you have to use slopes and jump accordingly. Because every frame that you spend not running on the downward slope, if you spend any frame running on flat ground or an upward slope, you will lose speed. It goes over really quickly. So you have to jump constantly to avoid that. That makes routes pretty complicated. So you notice that I picked up 2 blocks at the start of this level. It's to manipulate the RNG of this guy. Okay, now, alright. No, that's not good. That's really not good. I didn't even manage to hit him. Okay, this is pretty bad now. I was supposed to use these 2 minions that he created and use them against him. That's really strong because it does more damage than a jump. Calm down. Alright, he died. That's really bad though. That sucks. I wanted to show off that strat, but well, there we go. At least I didn't die. In easy mode you have 5 hearts, so it's harder to die. That's pretty cool. Okay, I got speed. It's pretty difficult to retain speed all the way in this level. Let's see if I can do it. 2, jump. Alright. Okay, still got it. Jump. Ah, dang. I hate those logs. I still don't really understand how they work. Sometimes they just don't want you to keep running. So here you have to go underwater, no other choice. Bump on this guy, and we're off to the first boss of this game. It's basically a giant snake, and first I need to hit him 5 times, nothing's fancy there, and then I will have to use one of his body parts to hit him, because body parts do more damage than blocks or jumps. Okay, I need to time it. 2, 3, okay. 4, nice. You have to time it really well, otherwise his face will turn red. Oh no! Get it! Okay, still got that. Alright, that was a bit of a mess. So yeah, after the first 5 hits, I needed to take one of his body parts and throw it at him, because it does 10 damage, jumps only do 4 and blocks do 6. And that was required so that I could finish the fight with just 2 more hits instead of 3. Okay, second world. This is going to be the forest. And introducing one of the nice concepts of this game. It has magic costumes. So there's going to be 3 costumes in the game, and they're going to be used pretty extensively because they're very interesting, all of them. The first one is the magician. It's arguably the most important one for the speedrun, because you can shoot magic, and magic rocks. It does tons of damage. So I'm gonna wreck a lot of bosses with this. First, charge it here. Kill those guys, so they're not in my way. In hard mode, you would do a different thing here, because in hard mode, these enemies have more health, so they can survive a magic shot. And you would use one of them to bounce on him and skip over to the next branch. But in easy you cannot do that because they die in any hit. They don't have enough health, so I just need to walk over. Magician is neat because you cannot take damage in the water. Any other costume would be damaged at some point, like once in a few seconds you would lose health in the water. But not the magician, because he's immune. He has this magic bubble around his head. Oh, and by the way, I try to stay in contact with the ceiling because that boosts me up a little bit. Okay, let's see. Alright, just 4 hits for this boss. He takes 8 in hard. So nothing too difficult. You have to charge your shots because they do much more damage that way. They do 4 times more. Yeah, a fully charged shot does 16 damage. If you don't charge it, it's only 4, which is the equivalent of a jump. It's not great. Okay, there I'm using the Reeb strategy. Oh, I lost speed. Can I get it? Well, I lost my running speed, but that's still okay. I still had it for most of the level. In easy, that's an easy only trick. You can kill this beam so that you can go through. Otherwise, in hard, you would need to go around on the other branch on the left. All right, mashing time. See you later, boss. All right, this mashing. I said mashing, but you don't want to mash fast. You want to mash at a really specific pace. Because if you try to mash really fast, the magic button, you will not be very efficient. It doesn't work like that. You need to really time it. So the way I do it is I lift my thumb really high over the controller to slow myself down and get the correct pace. It takes some practice. It's really not that easy. Third world. Oh, an auto-scroller. But be assured, this is the only one in the game. And it's really not that long. So this is a pretty cool strategy. I saw that from watching Josh play the game. This is a nice safe spot. You cannot be hit by anything here. So as I explained a little bit earlier, RNG is based on calls, so it will only change when there's something calling for it. So for example, if you destroy a block or pick up a block, RNG will be called in order to determine what's the drop inside the block. So here I'm going to destroy exactly 5 blocks, I hope. There we go. I like to do it in a little rhythmic way. And that will condition the patterns of the boss. So it's a pretty good pattern with 5 blocks. Okay, let's see. Okay, pretty good. It's really easy to release your charge shots too early, and you really want to time it correctly. Okay, that was a 229 ending. Pretty good. Introducing the second costume, which is the fireman. And here we are in hell, I guess. So being able to hose everything around us is going to be really useful, because pretty much everything is based on fire here. Oh no, I lost my speed. Ooh, that was really bad. Okay, the flame. That was a bad surprise. Okay, push this, try to keep speed. There, I did a little turnaround to keep my speed in the air. It saves a few frames if you do it well. Okay. And then, unlike that last platform from the third platform. Okay, apart from being hit, that was an okay level, I guess. Here, just shoot at it very quickly. So, yeah, the strategy with these platforms, you can push them, and as soon as you're done pushing them, they will immediately change directions. So you can use that to your advantage. Destroy those blocks which are on my way. And take damage on purpose, and make sure I land back in the water, because that will cancel the very long animation of being hit. I didn't want to take that though. That was bad. Okay, good push though. Josh bats, let's see if they are bad. Okay. Yeah, because of the extra hit, this could not be a 269 ending, so it's a 268 instead. That's fine. It's a good thing I'm not running hard, otherwise I would have been dead already. In hard you only have 2 hearts, which makes the game very, very hard. Okay, this boss is not easy to do fast, because he heals constantly when you're not hitting him. In easy, he's pretty easy. It's possible to end with a 388 on the timer. That was a 387, that's good enough, but 388 is possible with a really, really good fight. In hard, that fight is much harder. That's why, yeah, I really want to update hard mode with all the strats that have been found on easy. Well, every time it's possible, so that I can really have a great route for hard. Now, yeah, there was a text box that I skipped at the right time. Last costume, it's some sort of I don't know, Robin Hood costume, and you have a hookshot, which is really cool. You can grab blocks, and you can also pull yourself up. You can hookshot at the surface. Okay, yeah, Reap's strategy. You don't need to hook to climb up there. But yeah, so there's some jumps that are possible. 381. Didn't get a 382. All right, level 42, the gatekeeper of this game. It's really hard to do this. Let's see if I... Okay, I didn't die. Right. It's also possible to go on the top route, which is very difficult to do fast. Bottom route is actually more consistent, even though it's really, really scary, because any mistake will kill you. Alright, 381. 381, okay. That's pretty good. That was a really decent 4-2. But I did it first try, which I'm pretty happy about. And boss time. I destroyed a few blocks in the first level to manipulate the RNG for this boss, so that he does not appear in the middle, because him appearing in the middle really sucks. You don't want that. Oh, damn it! That was so unlucky. I didn't manage to kill that little bird. That sucks. So I needed to escape from the bird's wind that he creates. You need to go where he comes from. There was a little bird standing there. He prevented me. Okay, there's no bird now. The good thing about this game is that it's like with Aladdin. When you die, RNG gets reset. So after dying once, I will always get a default pattern for this boss, and it turns out to be good. So that's fine. That made the boss actually pretty much easier. Yeah, that was a stupid death though. Man, running this game deathless is really hard. It's definitely one of the hardest games that I have ever run. Although casually it's a super easy run, a super easy game casually, but to run it's really hard. Okay, 5th world, a little bit easier than other worlds. Okay. Alright, I still bounced. It's a difficult flower to dodge, but that's fine. It's still a decent level. 5-2. I'm gonna use some of the ice cubes, but not all of them. They make me fast, but when I'm on them, I lose. Mickey loses his natural speed, so you lose speed after getting off of them. So that's why I dodged the second one. There's several ways you can solve this level, but that's the fastest, consistent one that I found. Now boss time. So music cue here. No. I don't think I hit him. Yeah, first hit was missed. Crap. Yeah, it should have been faster. It should have been a 389, but that's a 386. That's okay. I actually didn't get hit, so not too bad. Yeah, I did the first hit very early, and it unfortunately did not hit him. I'm using a music cue on the boss music to know when to jump, but I didn't get it right. And now we are en route to the last world, Pete's Castle. So this is difficult. There is RNG manipulation involved to manipulate the final boss's patterns, and I hope I'm gonna get it right. Okay, I cut my speed. It's very important to keep your speed here, because those two archers, they keep calling RNG constantly when they are on the screen. So if they are on the screen too long, it might mess up your RNG settings. So this block gave me a coin. So I know I'm on seed 3 or 2, so I'm gonna destroy another block to check what seed I'm on. Let's see. Destroy a block. Okay, I did not get a coin, so I should be on seed 4, which should be good. So if you play this game on hard, there is a trick you can do to... You can damage boost off an enemy in this level, so you don't even need to ride any of the carpets. But in easy, you cannot do that because the level has no enemies. So that makes that level harder on easy, which is pretty funny. Okay, take that block at the right moment. Let's see if I can do the trick here. Oh! Ah, man, I was supposed to ride that. Shoot. Alright, this is not what I wanted. Hopefully that will not mess up RNG. Hopefully, I'm not certain. But I still displaced the correct number of blocks, and I think the patterns of the lanterns were good. So Peach should be good, but that's I'm not guaranteeing it anything. Oh man. Okay, this guy is not falling down. That spear guy, if he falls down, he calls RNG, and that messes me up. Alright, that was slow. I'm sorry, that was a really slow level, but I hope I still saved the RNG pattern. Let's see. So this is the final boss. Let's see if we get it. I will probably know quickly if the pattern is wrong. So yeah, he's a magician, and when he does magic, he's invincible. I think this is good. 1, 2. Alright, yeah, this is good. He gave me a long time, and now he's gonna do candles. Well, lanterns. 1, 2, 1, and kill these lanterns to get magic back. And now we can just finish him off. Before he does his next magic. Hopefully, yes! Nice! Okay, okay. Not too bad. Yeah, level 6-3 was not good, but at least I saved the correct RNG pattern. So I'm glad about that. Yeah, good game. 16-25. Did I die once? Oh yeah, I died to the bird boss. That probably wasted a lot of time, but it's fine. Just one death. Honestly, I'll take it. This could have been much worse. Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. My PB for this is 15:04, and I believe that a really super strong run could be a 14:55, but that would be pushing it quite a lot. But someday I'm gonna have to grind for the sub 15. Oh yeah, by the way, little story point. This was all a dream. Yeah, look at those credits. Those were the title. Character staff, Tall Knob. Yeah, and Tall Knob is also in the Aladdin credits. You can check. Yeah, those were times where programmers were all big geeks and they had funny names. So that was the Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse. It's actually the first game of a trilogy, and in my opinion, this is the best one. It's definitely the best one to speedrun, because of the possibility to retain your speed, and that makes the game really interesting to run. There's a lot of intricacies in managing speed, managing RNG, managing damage, and all things like that. There's a lot of detail and subtlety in this run. I also have speedrun the second game. It's interesting. You can also manipulate RNG to some extent, but it's not as interesting because there is no speed conservation. And the third one, I did a blind race of it once. It's an okay game, but I don't know if I want to run it. Yeah, first one is definitely the best. Maybe not casually, but definitely in a speedrun in the speedrun sense. So am I okay to go to the next game? I believe, yeah. Next game is going to be Pitfall: The Mayan Adventure.